Hey, what's up, my sound system people? I am Jimmy Sequence. I'm making this video primarily to talk about Carnival, the sounds that I saw at Carnival, the levels that the sounds are at now in comparison to back in the days, and the fact that even though there's 100 sounds in Florida, there was literally only 2 Florida sounds in the Florida Carnival that I saw. Yeah, Pies and Dot doing their thing. Big up yourself, Kirky C, because you don't know original thing. And Senedy, big up Chams, because you're representing. But what's going on with the rest of us? There is so many guys building sound. There's so many sound. There's so many men spending hard-earned money on sounds and doing nothing with these sounds. I feel like we all have this mentality of my sound is a hobby. I just love sound, so it's a hobby. And I feel like until we get out of the sound system is a hobby mentality, we will always get left behind. Because I walked up to a bunch of guys at Carnival. Like I did Venom, like as you can see, I did a video on Venom. Venom is from Brooklyn, New York City. Venom is doing big things. Venom have his own speaker line, like the speakers. He's the one with the double 24s and the double 21s, and his own brand, his linery, straight from China. He designed them and have them built in China. So all of you guys are sitting there talking nonsense about China. Trust me when I tell you that China doing it. See? Because the double 24s and the double 21s and his linery, I mean, his sound was clean as hell. Venom is a wicked sound. And all of his stuff, except for the power soft them that he has on the sound, everything else is from China. So everybody that keeps trying to down the Chinese made stuff, you're really only fooling yourself. Because the world has caught on that China is really where everything is made. For the most part. I mean, there are things made other places, but anyone that can transition to China just to save on production costs is transitioning to China. Because the stuff made in China is just as good as anywhere else. The Chinese people are geniuses at building stuff. So, you know, it doesn't have to be designed in China. Like, for instance, the iPhone was designed in America, but built in China. You feel me? So practically everything that we use here in America comes from China. So we need to get out of the Chinese is inferior mentality, because it is really not. Chinese products are quality products. I personally use CVR and I love them to death. CVR quality. A lot of guys are using AdMark. Like, for instance, Venom is using AdMark and PowerSoft. Poison Dart is using CVR and AdMark. And I'm been watching the sounds at Carnival, and they're big sounds. There's a lot of really big sounds, trust me. The Chinese stuff is fully represented there. Because in China, you can get good quality amplifiers and products at a reasonable cost. Because most of the people that are using lineries, most of the sounds, regardless of what kind of amp they are using Chinese lineries, like AdMarks and CVRs and whatever. Very few, if any of them, are using any lineries that is not Chinese made. So, ironically, a lot of the guys that would talk nonsense about the Chinese amplifiers, like the CVRs and AdMarks, they would have AdMark lineries. They would have the same powered AdMark lineries, active AdMark lineries. They'll have AdMark whatever. They have AdMark amplifiers, and they will have the AdMark lineries. They will have CVR lineries with the same amplifiers that they're criticizing when they're down in CVR or AdMark. Well, if you have a powered AdMark linery, it's still AdMark. You feel me? So what I'm saying is, a lot of us here in the Florida area. We're spending all our monies building these really expensive, good quality sound systems, but yet none of us, and I would include myself in that, which is going to change, because I've mostly been concentrating on building my actual business that I make money from. But I'm going to get into the business of trying to get into the music space because I have the sound systems. There's no reason to have a sound system that has 12 W18s and doing nothing with it. So I have 12 W18 and 8 singles. I need to be on one of those trucks, not just one. I need to be on the trucks here in Atlanta, in Orlando, wherever the carnivals are, because I talk to guys that from Queens, from Brooklyn, you know, the majority of the sounds at Carnival came from somewhere else. Like I said, I only seen 2 sounds from Florida. So what are the rest of us doing? What are we doing? We're just like poppy shoes, to be honest. You know, with all these big old sounds rivaling with each other to play for free everywhere. And, you know, whatever money is made at Carnival, because I never really checked into it. I did Carnival once. I did Miami Beach Carnival back in the early 90s. So I have not been in that space in a while. But, yeah, we have to stop playing games with these sound systems and talking about their hobbies. I feel like people just say that because they don't know which way to move forward. So it's easy to just say my sound system is just a hobby. For me, I feel like, you know, if you're going to spend the money to make the sound, we need to step up and trying to figure out how to make money from it. Like, seriously, we're spending money on it, try to make money from it. What's wrong with trying to make money from the sound systems? And again, I salute to Kirkisy and Shams, because God know y'all doing it. You know, like I was impressed to see you guys out there, because the competition this year was stiff. Enough big sound. Trust me, the competition was crazy. Like, the guys came with their A game. They don't all sound amazing, but they have a lot of power and a lot of speakers and a lot of everything. But yeah, respect due. So again, to this Florida sound systems. Well, South Florida, Florida in general, because I mean, I didn't see any of the Orlando sounds in it either, or, you know, whatever. The Florida sound system. All of us down here that's building sound system and competing with each other for, I don't know what we're competing for, because no one's getting the prize really, except the people that are making money from it. But yeah, we need to step up our game and, you know, make the sound system thing a business. I've been saying it before. I sound like I'm beating a dead horse. But we do need to step up and make it a sound system business with an association down in Florida here, where we can actually regulate prices so people can know that if they come to me and I tell them $2,000, they can't go to Tom, Dick, or Harry and get it for $500. Because that's the problem. And if I say 2,000 and they know they can go next door and get it for 500, no chance in hell that I'm gonna get the 2,000. You feel me? So we need to step up our game. That's all I'm gonna say to the sound system, the Florida sound system. Our sound systems anywhere in America that's just built for hobbies, business. The hobby thing don't work, star. You can't build sound system for hobby because it's not cheap. Even if you're rich, I don't see the point in building a big system. If you want a hobby system, you just need 4 speakers and 2 top-ends. That's it. You know, 2 amplifiers, 2 4-channel amplifiers. That's a hobby system. But if you're going for the 16, 18s and up, you know, a rack full of amplifiers, then you're past the hobby stage. Stop being in denial, but it's a hobby. So, you know, it's just like a person saying they don't want to be rich. If you feel like you can't be rich, then it's easy to say, I don't want to be rich. You feel me? Fox can't catch the grape is always sour. Always. If you try to talk to a girl and she doesn't give you any response, you can say, you look ugly anyway, right? Again, I've probably used those analogies before, but it applies. if you can't catch it, it's easy to say you don't want it. So again, instead of figuring out a way to get out there and figure out how to make some money off the song, we can easily say we don't want to make money from song, it's just a hobby. But that's just a cop out. That's the easy way out. So again, in conclusion, let's all try to come together and make Florida sound systems, something that other people in other parts of America or the world could say, yo, Florida have some wicked system. I went to Carnival and the truck them wicked. I can say I saw 2 Florida systems that represented. The rest of the systems were from someplace else. Alright? Enough respect and honor to all of the sound system people. Again, thanks for all the support. And big up on yourself. Cause we don't and we love the music and we love the culture. I'm just saying we should make the culture a business. Same? Respect.